Hello everyone. I think most of you know about this case. A steward, ex-steward of Singapore Airlines, is currently suing SIA for damages because he fell down. It seems he stepped on a greasy patch on the galley floor, and he fell down, and I think he hurt his back. He got slip disc and he couldn't work. So he's suing SIA for negligence and other things to the tune of 1.78 million Sing dollars, if I'm not mistaken. Since the case is ongoing, I shall not comment on it. Today, the hearing continues in court, so I'm not going to comment on it. But what I'm going to talk about would be a case that happened in early 2000. A British engineer, he sued SIA because he claimed that the pineapple juice that was served to him on board the flight contains glass fragments, and it hurt his stomach, and he suffered and he couldn't work. So he sued SIA and he won the case. But of course, initially, SIA, Singapore Airlines, is a rich company, so they got an investigator to find out what actually happened, because SIA is not convinced that this guy was genuine. So SIA, in the end, countersued the engineer. And it seems the document or the X-ray which was submitted in the first case, earlier case, to the court was doctored. So it was a case of fraud. So SIA sued this fella for fraud, and SIA won the case. And this poor engineer had to pay around 700,000 Hong Kong dollars in damages, plus, or about, I don't know, maybe in Singapore dollars it would be $100,000. So actually he almost got away with it, but SIA is too rich and too clever. So in the end, this engineer had to pay the damages, like I mentioned earlier, and worst of all, he was sentenced to 6 months jail in Hong Kong. Of course, his lawyer appealed on his behalf and said that he has good behavior, blah, blah, blah. And then it was reduced to 4 months. So I'm not saying anything about the steward's case, but let's watch the case. And I'll come back to you once the judgment is made, whether right or wrong. Thank you.